it's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. I call it K9GCR. I'm located here at Freeport. I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what the name implies, to have fun. It's what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if and when the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is to provide an on-air meeting place for all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each and every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater has a PL of 114.8 plus offset. You need to have that program into your radio in order to have access to the repeater. For those of you who may be using older radios that do not have PL capability, or the PL on the radio is not working properly, you can check into the Friday Night Fun Net by using the repeater output frequency of the straight 195 subplex. If I hear you, I will acknowledge you and check you into the net. This is the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, October 20th, 2023. This net is being live streamed after a week's absence, in which Mike K9MED is battling the flu. He is back on the air again on the internet and on the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. This net is being live streamed around the world on the Friday night on the internet. It's also being recorded for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. For those of you who are listening on the internet, let me reset. For those of you who are listening on the internet, you want to check in the net, check into the internet with Mike K9MED in Rochelle, and he in turn will relay your internet check to me via the radio. Also, if you're on the 6th, if you can hear the repeater but you can't get into it due to conditions, or if you can't hear the repeater, or you don't have internet access, you can give me a call on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Hotline, area code 815-232-FN, 232-3636, the local Freeport number. I'll take your check in over the phone, but try to check it on the radio first if at all possible. Also, for those who may be using older radios or do not have PL capability and the PL on the radio is not working properly, you can check in the Friday Night Fun Net by using the repeater output frequency, the straight 195 simplex, I should say. If I hear you, I will acknowledge you and check you in the net. Okay, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to take short time on mobile stations. If you have family stuff going on, you're rather concentrated or driving, and you have some that you can't stay for the net or whatever, I'll take your short time on mobile check-ins. If you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. After we get done with short time on mobile check-ins, we'll take general check-ins. First, we'll take general check-ins from northern Illinois. Next, we'll take general check-ins from southern Wisconsin. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. When you check in the net, state whether or not you have traffic. Your traffic will consist of breakfast, bike rides, marathons, or hamfests. Okay. We'll do after that, we'll do the Friday Night Fun Net text corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of antenna do you want to put up in your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS or FT8. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to ask them. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Then we'll do I have added a new feature to the net. It's still the Friday Night Fun Net DX corner. However, I've changed it. I'm now calling it the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX corner. If you know of any contests going on HF, we got plenty of them this weekend. Please let us know. We'll definitely pass the word along to you. And of course, did you make any DX reports? Well, I did not. But if you made any DX reports this week, we would sure would love to hear from them. Then we'll have our swap net. You have any items to buy, sell, trade, or want, needing to release the hobbies or amateur radio computers, we'll do that. Tonight's question, it's getting to be that time of year, folks. what favorite foods do you like to cook in your crock pot or your slow cooker? We're definitely going to ask that, and I'm going to read a lot of recipes for your favorite foods you like to cook on your crock pots. What I'm going to do, I have decided I am not going to have a trivia segment this week. So instead, we'll devote a lot of the time to reading some of the recipes for what you like to cook on your crock pot. And okay, that's about that. I had 21 check-ins last week, same number as I had the previous lot. Let me clarify that. 21 on-air check-ins. And same number as I had the previous week. We'll see how many check-ins we have, and we'll see how long we go. Okay, with all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short time on most stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
9TZT, Larry.
Kilo Delta 9 Sierra Alpha Zulu, Daniel Rockford, no traffic. Good evening all, wishing everyone the very best.
Alpha 9, Victor Uniform. Michael in Janesville. I have no traffic. Good evening to all.
Okay, I got 3 stations checked in short time. K9KGT, Larry in the Rockford, King of CW, got you checked in. Yeah, have a good evening. We'll catch you tomorrow night on the Saturday evening ride tune. Now, thanks for checking in. KD9SAZ, Dan and Robert, I also got you checked in short time. You have a good evening, and thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. 89VU, Mike in Janesville, I also got you checked in short time. You have a good evening, and thank you for checking into the Friday Night Fun Net. Are there any more short time or mobile stations that like to check in? Please call now.
9SBJ, Scott and Rockford, short time.
N9EGF, Kevin in Rockford and Roscoe, short time.
Okay, I picked up 2 more short time stations. N9SBJ, Scott and the Rockford got you checked in. Southern Scott, have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. N9EGF, Kevin in Roscoe. I've got you checked in, Kevin. You have a good evening, and thank you for checking Friday Night Fun Net too. Any more short time on most stations want to check in? Please call now. Okay, we've had 5 short time stations checked in. Now we'll move on to general check-ins. At this time, I'll take any general check-ins from Northern Illinois would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now.
KD9QVB, Brian in Roscoe. Sorry, Jimmy, going to be short time. I just turned on the radio.
Okay, but Brian, I want to get that call right. Kilo Delta 9, Quebec, Delta Bravo, or did I screw that up?
It's Quebec Victor Bravo.
Okay, we got that straight. Thanks for checking in there, Brian. You have a good evening. This is Case 9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. Okay, at this time, all right, let's see. We have 6 short time stations tonight. Okay. And now, at this time, I will take any general check-ins from Northern Illinois. Would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KD9MED, no traffic.
K9YBG, okay, Dale and Robert got you checked out. Get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins from Northern Illinois for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
89MED.
KD9MED Mike in Rochelle, who's live streaming this net on the internet, and also record this for future rebroadcast on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Okay, Mike, got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general checkers in Northern Illinois would like to check in? Please phone out.
November 9, Oscar Echo Golf. Chris in South Beloit. Good evening, Jimmy.
N9OEG, Chris in South Beloit. Okay, Chris, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ups in Northern Illinois at the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, no further check-ups in Northern Illinois. This time I'll take general check-ups in Southern Wisconsin. A station in Southern Wisconsin would like to check in. Please call now.
KC9RGG Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin.
KC9RGG Norm in Orfordville, Wisconsin. Okay, Norm, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins in Southern Wisconsin? Stand by hotline. This is K9RFD the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater and Rockford, transferring from Friday Night Fun Net Central Freeport. That was John, K9, the DDF in Elgin. He was not able to hear the repeater tonight. He did hear the phone ring when I had the mic key. So, okay. That's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. Okay. Oh, yeah. Norm, K9RGG in Orfordville, Wisconsin. I've got you checked in, Norm. I'll get back to you a few minutes around there. Thanks for checking in. Do we have any more general check-ins from Southern Wisconsin who'd like to check in? Please call now. Well, it is Friday night fish ride night in Wisconsin. Everybody's at their favorite bar, restaurant, taverns, their catfish, buffalo, carp, northern pike, walleye, muskie, crawfish, bluegills. Those of you in the Milwaukee area eating your Polish sausages, hot dogs, brats, kielbasa, and Braunschweiger. Of course, you cheese lovers read some of that famous Wisconsin cheese. Okay, at this time, I'll take check-ins from anywhere in Northern Illinois or Southern Wisconsin who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time. Please call now.
KD9MED, Carrie in Rockford.
K9MED, Carrie in Rockford, the Duke of Digital DX. Okay, Carrie, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes for your DX report and later on for the roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins in Northern Illinois or Southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KB9SSV, Mike and Roscoe.
K9SSV, Rick and Mike and Roscoe have got you checked in. Mike, I'll get back to you a few minutes roundtable. Thanks for checking in. Any more general checks from anywhere in Northern Illinois or Southern Wisconsin for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay. I had no, I don't have any traffic to pass along. Our Steve Second Repeater Association, which we had last week, was a success. I think we had about 10 people. After that, we went to, I believe it was Applebee's, it was Big Apple Restaurant here in Freeport for our second meeting. Last night, our esteemed K9RFD Repeater Association had a supper, had a get-together at the Big O's restaurant. That's it's about a couple miles east of Freeport on Route 75. It was formerly the Eastwood Inn. But I'll tell you what, we had about 18 people there. I had 10 boneless chicken wings with it was smothered in sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce and onion rings and cake and ice cream. We had a wonderful time there. Thanks to George K9WSQ, the president of our esteemed K9RFD Repeater Association, for putting it on. Okay, at this time, do we have any? Does anybody else have traffic they'd like to pass along for the net? Please go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead with our TechNet, the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, FT8, HPRS, what have you? Do you have any technical questions? If so, please bring them to the net. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Anybody have any technical questions at this time? Okay. Oh, let me get my papers organized here. Okay. No traffic other than mine. No TechNet questions. Let's go ahead with the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX corner. This is where you get it. Did you make any DX contacts this week? If so, we'd like to hear them. Also, anybody's got some contest information about any contests going on, well, you can bring them up here on this portion of the net. Okay. Anybody have any DX reports you'd like to pass along?
K9SSB.
K9SSB. Okay, Mike. What do you got for us?
Well, I got up in the mornings, a little bit in the morning yesterday and the evening the night before. And, heck, a lot of them here. Finland, Belgium, Sweden, Poland, Cuba, Italy, Hungary, Uruguay, Argentina, Slovenia, Russia, Belgium, Norway, Cyprus, Bulgaria, Japan, Cuba, and South Africa, just to mention a few. They're all on 10 meters.
This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, and the K9RFD Repeater Rockford transmitting from Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. That is great. Congratulations there, Mike. Yeah, 10 meters was really hopping this week. I got a phone call from Al, K9EPC. He was telling me he made a contact, I think it was 28.030 or something, with a station over in the UK. So I heard that station, but his signal kept going up and down. So I was trying to get his calls, and I was going to see if I could make his contact, but with no luck at all. So, but yeah, 10 meters is definitely hopping. Well, that's definitely great. Congratulations, Mike.
That's the secret. You got to be on there at just the right time. And the sunspots, it's got to be right. And, so you get into that far away window there. It's kind of a science. Kind of like fishing. No. Try to do it at the right time, I guess.
That's great. That's great. Congratulations, Mike said. Thanks for that DX report. Okay, is that it there? You have something else you want to bring?
No, that's it for now. Maybe on the next go around when we talk about the food.
We'll be getting into that shortly. You really enjoy these recipes, that's for sure. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for taking and bringing that DX report. Any other station have any DX reports you'd like to pass along?
KD9MED.
K9MED. Okay, Gary, what do you got for us?
Thanks, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. Say, Jimmy, I'm glad you opened the topic up, not just to DX, but to all contacts. Anybody who has any interesting contacts, new stations, anywhere. We'd love to hear about them. Congratulations to Mike on being in the right place at the right time, and I'm glad to hear Al is working some international DX too. Brief reset. I was only on for an hour and 10 minutes this week on FT8. I made 15 contacts, 8 countries, no new countries. 2 of them that are notable, KL7VX, that's my 12th Alaskan contact, but the first one I ever made there on 10 meters. Like you guys said, 10 meters was good. I think probably propagation was good all over because even though I was only on for the hour, I was watching space weather and it looked like it was pretty favorable, especially early in the week. Brief reset. And the other contact I'll talk about here was W0D. That's in Missouri. It's a special event station for a gentleman named Lester Dent, and whoever heard of him? I guess he was an adventurer, like a kind of a Indiana Jones kind of guy. Anyway, he wrote the Doc Savage stories, the magazine serials and novels and so forth. I never knew that. That's it. Thanks a lot. KD9MED.
Okay, son. Well, congratulations on making those contacts in FT8 there with Alaska and Missouri. That's definitely great. I'll tell you, this week, last week, I got a call from Larry, K9KZT on the phone. He suggested that I do this. He says he was a lot of information about contests and something like that. He was saying too with the price of the QSD magazine going up. He figured that a lot of people will probably cancel their subscriptions, and therefore, as a result, a lot of people will not know about any contesting that's going on. So Larry suggested I mentioned that during one of the, I think it was the Monday night net this past Monday. I told him I would do that. So that's the name of this segment starting tonight. Friday Night Fun Net Contest / DX Corner.
Oh, you said contests. I thought it meant contacts. I was just saying that if you opened it up for contacts in general, I mean, a lot of us hang out on various nets, and talk to the same people all the time, but I'm always up to hear about any contacts anybody's made on any band, if it's something novel or interesting or you learn something from the guy or whatever, very good. Thanks again, KD9MED.
Okay, well, hey, if anybody else is listening, let's see if anybody did make any contacts. Go ahead. Anybody listening? Okay, guess not. Thanks anyway. Okay. Does anybody know of any contests going on this weekend? Of course, we know about the New York. Well, oh yes. I gotta give you my DX report. Just a minute. Before I do that, I gotta give you my DX report. We'll talk about the contest in a few minutes. I gotta get out my logbook here. All right. Okay. Last. Skip that one. We did that last week. Washington, D.C., W9AXD Mobile 3, Portable 3. We'll skip that. I did that last week. The fourth contact I made last Saturday was from the Pennsylvania QSO Party. First contact was at 14 on the 14.271 megahertz. 20 meters upper sideband at 1914 hours with November 3 Zulu Kilo in the Pennsylvania QSO Party. He was giving me a 5.0. The contact ended at 1915 hours. At on 14.235 megahertz at 1927 hours, I made a contact with Whiskey Kilo 2 of the Gulf. He was giving me 7.0. It took the we had difficulty. I think he was trying to copy my call. I was trying to copy his call, but we got done at 1930 hours. So 3 minutes contact. Third contact was on 14.260 megahertz at 1939 hours. Whiskey 3 Sierra Oscar. He was giving me 8.0. We got done, just a minute. Got done in 1940 hours. My last contact was on 14.296 megahertz at 2154 hours. November, Foxtrot 3 Romeo. He was giving me 8.0, and the contact only lasted about a minute. Those are my 4 contacts from Pennsylvania QSO Party last Saturday.
That's great. Well done, Jimmy.
Okay, that's for sure. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to see if I can make contact with a New York QSO Party. And, of course, this coming Sunday, there will be the Illinois QSO Party. That will be on 40 meters. And I'll see if I can make a contact with, you might as well say my neighbor, let's see, Wynn, W9MSL. He lives a few blocks west-southwest of me, so we always manage to make a contact during the Illinois QSO Party. I made 7 contacts last year. We'll see how many contacts I can make this year.
For those of you who have internet access, contestcalendar.com. That's contestcalendar, all one word, .com. It's got a list of all the stuff that's going on in radio contesting, sorted every which way you want. If you chase contests, I don't chase contests that much because I work FT8, and anytime I turn it on, there's DX on at least one band. There's going to be international DX. That's just the way that mode is. It makes it really easy. Might not be so easy chasing it with CW and phone. It takes a lot of skill to do that well. A lot of knob twirling. But yeah, that's great, Jimmy. Thanks a lot, KD9MED.
You're welcome, Kerry. You're welcome. Yeah, that's Larry K9KCT suggests this topic. This. How about talk about the contest? I said I'll do it. So okay, sounds good. Any other station have any more information about any contests that are going on?
KD9EPZ.
K9EPZ. Good evening, Al.
Good evening, Jimmy. Link mentioned that we still have autumn blaze going on till the end of the month.
Okay, sounds good, Al. That's good to hear.
Yep, it is a single sideband contest. It runs on 2 meters, 6 meters, and 10 meters. And like I say, more information. The logging system is at hamactive.com.
Okay, thank you very much for that information, Al. We sure appreciate that. By the way, Night Watch didn't come in at all last, just a couple of times it was in and out, but that was it. But that did, I think last night and I think Wednesday night too, it didn't come in the hoot.
Yeah, I noticed that. It's just the conditions, UHF conditions have been bad lately. You know, even UHF television has not been good.
Okay, thanks very much for that information. I mentioned, you probably heard me mention about when you called me on the phone, told me about that station over in the UK and the 10 meters. I listened to them, but this signal kept going in and out here. But I'm glad you made the contact with that station over there.
I mean, you know, having to deal with an indoor antenna does make it harder.
Yeah, but hey, at least I get to listen to them anyway. Thanks very much. Let me know. Just give me a call on the radio or on the phone to hear any more station like that. I'll tune in. Maybe I'll see if I can give it a shot. Thanks anyway.
Hey, do you have a topic tonight?
Yes, I do. And in a little bit, we're going to be talking about what is your favorite food you like to cook in a crock pot or slow cooker.
Okay. Well, I guess I will have to wait for my turn on the round table, so I'll let you go and talk to you in a bit. KD9EPZ will be clear listening.
Hey, Al, if you want to go ahead, or if you'd rather wait, that's fine too. Whatever you want to do.
Well, believe it or not, one of my favorite things to make in a crock pot is ribs, spare ribs. I go over to Walmart, and they have the spare ribs frozen. And over by the frozen meat department, and you get two big slabs, and it's only like $1.74 a pound if you buy them frozen like that.
Oh, not bad at all. I think in one of my cookbooks I think I have a recipe for cooking ribs or something like that in a crock pot. I'll have to look it up and find it. Hey, that's great.
I like doing ribs. I like doing brisket. If you can get a brisket small enough to fit in your crock pot, a brisket's a nice one too, because you can just do it low and slow. You know, just plug it in the morning and unplug it at dinner time.
Oh yeah, that's great. That's great. Okay, Al, thanks for giving us your recipes about ribs there. That was great. Okay, now, does anybody else have any more information about any contests going on this weekend or next week? Okay, with the New York and Illinois QSO parties taking place this weekend, what I'm going to do, I did this last week, I'm going to do it again this week. I'm going to read the DX Code of Conduct. 1, I will listen, and then listen again before calling. 2, I will only call if I can copy the DX station properly. 3, I will not trust the DX cluster and will be sure of the DX station's call sign before calling. 4. I will not interfere with the DX station nor anyone calling, and will never tune up on the DX frequency or in the QSX slot. 5. I will wait for the DX station to end the contact before I call. 6. I will always send my full call sign. Let me reset. 7. I will call and then listen for a reasonable interval. I will not call continuously. 8. I will not transmit when the DX operator calls another call sign, not mine. 9. I will not transmit when the DX operator queries a call sign, not like mine. 10. I will not transmit when the DX station requests the geographic areas other than mine. 11. When the DX operator calls me, I will not repeat my call sign unless I think he has copied it incorrectly. 12. I will be thankful if and when I do make a contact. 13. I will respect my fellow hams and conduct myself so as to earn their respect. And number 14, I have revised this. This is not part of the original DX Code of Conduct, but this is some Terry K9MED mentioned, and we talked about this a couple weeks ago, so I revised it. Number 14, I will send a QSL card or email to the DX operator to confirm my contact with the station. That's the DX Code of Conduct. Now, I will read the contester's code of ethics. 1. I will learn and obey the rules of any contest I enter, including the rules of my entry category. 2. I will obey the rules for amateur radio in my country. 3. I will not modify my log after the contest by using additional data sources to correct call sign / exchange errors. 4. I will accept the judging and the scoring decisions of the contest sponsor as final. 5. I will adhere to the DX Code of Conduct in my operating style. 6. I will yield my frequency to any emergency communications activity. And finally, 7. I will operate my transmitter with sufficient signal quality to minimize interference to others. That's the contester's code of ethics. I'll never forget what Rick K9QDP said. If everybody obeys the DX Code of Conduct and the contester's code of ethics, you might not be able to make any contact at all. You might be right. Oh well. But I just thought I'd give them out. Okay. This concludes the Friday Night Fun Net DX, the contest / the DX Corner. I hope you all enjoyed it. Now we're going to go into the swap net. Let me reset. This is K9GCR, the Friday Night Fun Net, on the K9RFD Repeater roster transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. All items to be bought or traded must be related to hobbies of RAM trade or computers. All items to be bought or traded must be the property of and possession of the caller who wishes to get rid of the stuff. Any mention price over the air by the agent should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does any station have any swap net traffic they'd like to pass along? Okay, let me repeat. Richard, N9ZO, he called me on the phone this week. He wanted to tell me that 1,000 feet of cable he's got is TWS, Tango Whiskey Sierra 400 cable. Richard N9ZO has for sale 1,000 feet of TWS 400 cable. You can look that up on the internet. Then if you're interested, you can give him a call at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686 if you want any of that TWS 400 cable. So, okay. Anybody have any swap net traffic? Please go ahead. Okay, trying to get my papers straightened out here. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Okay. Now we're going to go with the round table. What is your favorite food that you like to cook in a crock pot or a slow cooker? I'll be reading some of the different recipes from the different cookbooks I have. Dale, KD9YBG, what do you like to cook in a crock pot?
KD9YBG. Well, in a crock pot, I don't do a lot of cooking in a crock pot, but when I do, I cook chili, and I like to have, I like black beans in there, and I put the onions and your tomatoes, and if I have a little venison, I like to stick a little venison in there, and then you got your onions, and I put pretty much, spice it up, some cayenne peppers, chili powder, and then I'll turn it on and just let it kind of slow cook all day long, and that's what I'll eat out of that crock pot. KD9YBG, back to net.
Oh boy, you're making me hungry. Oh boy, that's for sure. That definitely sounds great, Dale. Okay, thanks for bringing us what you like cooking your crock pot there. KD9MED, Mike. What is your favorite food that you like to cook in a crock pot or a slow cooker?
KD9MED here. Usually like sauerkraut or brats, things like that. And chili's always a favorite as well. Don't do a lot, but when we do, that's what it is. KD9MED, back to net.
Okay, Mike, sounds good. Thanks. Thanks for sharing your recipe with us. Okay. Chris, NINOEG, Chris in South Beloit, what is your favorite food that you like to cook in a crock pot or a slow cooker? NINOEG, Chris in South Beloit, are you still with us?
N9OEG, yes I am. My favorite thing is boneless chicken breasts. Let those guys go all day, nice and slow, and they come out just awesome. I use a number of different sauces in that, such as barbecue sauce or chicken broth, or just even throw in a bunch of vegetables like carrots and potatoes and that. But my favorite thing is the chicken breasts. And when the slow cooker or crock pot is done, the chicken just falls apart. It's so tender. It's pretty good stuff, and the thing of it is, it makes the whole house smell like chicken all day. So it's you get to enjoy the aroma before the meal.
Yes, sirree, you bet. Nothing wrong with that's the way I was with my mother when she used to cook using a crock pot or whatever. Well, any kind of pan. You let that aroma, you could smell that aroma all over the house. That was a good smell too. When you sat down and ate, it was worth the wait. That's for sure. Okay, Chris, thanks for checking in and sharing your recipe with us. Norm, K9RFD. What is your favorite food that you like to cook in a crock pot or a slow cooker?
KC9GCR, KC9RGG. Jim, the slow cooker or crock pot is my wife's domain. I don't even get close to it. She makes some wonderful stuff in there. But I'll give you a little story about an old-time crock pot or slow cooker. This goes back to the 1920s. My father and his brother were given a couple hot dogs by my grandmother, and they wanted to cook them on an open fire out back. So my grandmother gave them a can with some water in it and told them to boil it in them. Well, the can was a Carol syrup can, and it's like a paint can nowadays. It had a very tight-fitting lid, and so the boys put the 2 hot dogs in the can with some water, hammered the lid on, and put it in the fire. And when that can blew up, they didn't find the can, and they never found the hot dogs.
Oh, that was pretty. Oh, that was pretty good. I definitely believe that.
Well, it just tells you, don't put a real tight-fitting lid on your slow cooker.
I hear you. Okay, Norm. Hey, I've heard some. Let's see. Max Armstrong is still on that to Farm Progress America. I told you about that new announcer, Mike Pearson. He's not worth a who as far as I'm concerned, but they still play Max Armstrong's old commercials about the tractors and the what have you. And I forget the name of the tractors there, but once in a while they still play his old commercials there.
Yeah, Max Armstrong had a Super M International Harvester, and he was pretty proud of that.
So over a lot of farmers are bad about International Harvester. Of course, it's Case IH now. Well, you know, John Deere, J.I. Case, International Harvester, or what have you. You get a lot of arguments about which was the best farm tractor back in the day.
I'm an Alice Chalmers guy myself, but, so I like the orange ones.
Okay, Norm. Hey, thanks for checking in. You have a good evening. I better let you go so you can hit the sack. 7-3, we'll talk to you next Friday night. Thanks for checking in.
Well, thanks, and have a good net, Jim, and yep, I'll be hitting the sack. KC9GCR, KC9RGG.
Sounds good, Norm. Thanks for checking in. Okay, Terry, KD9MED. What is your favorite food that you like to cook in a crock pot or a slow cooker?
This is KD9MED. Oh, it's been a long, long, long time since I cooked anything like that. I made some bean soups. I made lentil soup, and I made ham and navy bean soup. And I think I did a brisket once, something like that. I guess right off the top of my head, if I wanted to eat something out of a crock pot, I'd go for some green chili. The pork and tomatillos and the spice. It's really good. KD9MED.
Okay, sounds good, Terry. Well, thanks for that information there, and thanks for checking the net there tonight. Okay, sounds good. K9SSB, Mike and Roscoe. What is your favorite food you like to cook in the crock pot?
Oh, Jimmy, we got 2 of them. I give you mine and my wife's, one of our favorites. Then I'll tell you my favorite one. This it's kind of a newer recipe. She just started making in the last few years. Take a roast, a beef roast, and put your favorite spices on it. I prefer the Italian spices. And chop up a couple of potatoes and some carrots in there, and an onion if you like. And the key ingredient for this is cover it all up with pepperoncini peppers. Put in about at least 2 dozen, and pour a little bit of juice in there. Let that cook all day, and it's good. That's in the slow cooker, like the Nesco or something. Now, my favorite one that my wife don't really like is called sauerkraut and dumplings. What I do with that is put it in the crock pot, let the sauerkraut and the onion cook down. Let the onion cook into the sauerkraut really good and knock off that, take some of the bite out of the sauerkraut, if you know what I mean, the acidity. Put your favorite meat in there, like kielbasa or ham or Polish sausage, brats, whatever you like. And let that cook in halfway decent, but you don't want the meat to get all gooey, so you don't go a real long time on that. Then you put some dumplings in there and mix the dumplings with a little bit of rosemary, and it'll give it a nice flavor. Let them puff up a little bit and be eating on that stuff for days. And that's my recipes. Back to Ned.
Oh, that definitely sounds good there, Mike. Yeah, thanks for sharing it with us. Nothing like crock pot cooking, that's for sure. Okay, Al K9RFD already gave his the recipe like this for his chili or what have you, so it sounds good there. Okay, that concludes my list. Do we have any more stations like checking Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. Okay, let me just put some of my stuff away. And I'll start reading some of the recipes I got there for crock pot cooking there. Hold on. Oh yes, I was thinking of going back to that contest DX corner there. I received my Kerry, if you're still listening, I got my certificate from 13 counties in the mail this week. Okay, one moment, please. I'm trying to find some my recipes, crock pot recipes here. One moment, please. All right. These recipes are from the Cuff'em and Stuff'em cookbook from the Illinois Sheriff's Association, from the cookbook 2007. Now, this recipe is for a crock pot chicken enchilada. This is from Penny Holder from the DeWitt County Sheriff's Department. Here we go. 1 large can of enchilada sauce, 4 chicken breasts, 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, 1 small can of sliced black olives, 2 dozen flour tortillas, 1 chopped onion, 1 package of sharp cheddar cheese, grated. Cooked chicken and shred. Mixed soup, olives, and onions. Cut tortillas in wedges. Layer slow cooker with sauce, tortillas, soup mix, chicken, and cheese all the way to the top, ending with cheese on top. Cook on a low temperature about 8 to 10 hours. There's your recipe for crock pot chicken enchilada by Penny Holder of the DeWitt County Sheriff's Department. Let me reset. Here's a recipe for crock pot Italian beef from Debbie DeSisto of the DeWitt County Sheriff's Department. 3 pounds rough roast, 1 package good seasoned Italian dressing dry. 1/2 cup pepperoncini juice, 1 beef bouillon cube. Place roast in slow cooker. Mix Italian dressing, pepperoncini juice, and bouillon cube and pour over roast. Cover and cook on low for 6 hours. Take roast out of slow cooker and shred. Return to slow cooker and cook an additional 2 hours. Serve on Italian rolls. Make 6 to 7 sandwiches. That's your recipe for crock pot Italian beef from Debbie DeSisto of the DeWitt County Sheriff's Department. Here's another recipe for crock pot pizza from Sheriff Andrew and Tricia Ayers, Richland County Sheriff's Office. 1 1/2 pounds of cooked hamburger with onion. 1 package cooked Kluski noodles. 2 jars pizza sauce. 1 pint spaghetti sauce. 1 jar mushrooms, shredded mozzarella and cheddar cheese. Any other ingredients you like on your pizza. Combine the cooked hamburger and cooked noodles together. Mix together in another bowl the sauces and mushrooms. Layer the noodles, the sauce, mixture, and cheeses as much as you want in the crock pot. Is this, okay. Oh, that's it. Doesn't say how long to cook it or anything like that. Okay. That's your recipe for crock pot pizza from Sheriff Andrew and Tricia Ayers, Richland County Sheriff's Office. I'm sure they do not serve this kind of food to the jailbirds. Okay, before I continue, we have any more stations I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. You're coming home with your Friday night fish fry, steak fry, grocery shopping, or the show. You just came home, you turned the radio on, you've been copying the mail for the last almost an hour. This is your chance to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Remember, when the region without traffic, please call K9GCR.
Kilowatt Echo 9 Norway.
KE9N, good evening to you, Kurt. What's going on?
Hey, not too much. Couple things is, one, I'm just going to be short time, Jimmy, because I'm going to go to bed because we got the JOTA thing for the Boy Scouts tomorrow, which is Jamboree on the air, and that's going to be at the Camp Winnebago. I had an article in the ham rag about that, and hopefully you got your ham rag. So anyhow, I'm going to go to bed because I got to get up and get going on that tomorrow morning. And we're going to have 3 operating stations there. So we give a chance for them to contact a bunch of different scout troops and scouts all over the U.S. and the world. Secondly, the 610 repeater is not active. We took everything out of that the other day, and I've got it, and we're going to clean up stuff, and then we'll put that at OSF St. Anthony Hospital, but it is off the air as of a couple days ago. As far as food, yeah, I like chili in the crock pot or a roast where you cut up carrots, potatoes, some onions. Let's see, what else? I guess that's most of what it is. And you let that simmer with like a gravy we make, and just let that simmer all day, and boy, it's really, really tender. So between those 2 things, those are the things we make at our house. KC9GCR, KE9N.
Okay, sounds good there, Kurt. Thanks for that information about 6-1 repeater. And if Dean would, K9FLO would come on, by the way, he didn't get on the air last week. If he comes on, I'll let him know that you went to bed earlier. By the way, are you going to be doing making any contacts like on this repeater or any 2-meter repeaters or not?
I don't know. What we're going to be doing, and I'm providing, is three HF stations. And if they make some contacts on the repeaters, it's probably just going to be with a handheld, and they may do that. I'm not real sure. I'm not the only one doing it. We got about 6 different people from the club involved, plus the scoutmaster is a ham, and he's the one that reached out to us and asked us if we would help. And so that's what we're going to do. It's the same place as where we were at for field day, but I don't know about 2 meters or 440. If it's done, I think it's just going to be done with handhelds. Over.
Okay, sounds good. I'm just kind of wondering if maybe Tony or Madden would be out there. That'd be fine. So, okay, sounds good. I'll definitely be listening for the Jamboree on the air on 20 meters. Of course, I got New York USO party. I'll probably be working those stations too. Okay, Kurt, I'm going to let you go. Good luck tomorrow. Let's hope you make a lot of contacts. We'll catch you. Maybe we'll catch you on the Monday night nets sometime. So let us know how everything went. So have a good evening. Thanks for checking in. K9G Sharp Clear.
Okay, sounds good. Talk to you. Oh, did you get the ham rag?
Yes, I did. I think it came yesterday or Wednesday or something. Thank you very much. I really got a kick out of that article about the birth of the car radio. That was great.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting, and I just happened to think of that, and I thought, I'm going to do a little research on that, and so that's pretty much how it was done. Okay, I'll let you go. Talk to you later. KE9N, I'll be clear.
Sounds good, Kurt. Thanks for checking in. If I hear Dean in there, I'll let him know you have to go to bed early. So, thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun then. Any more stations you want to check in, please call now. Oh, yeah, sorry about that. Now, we got another crock pot recipe. Let me find it here. Chicken fried chops. This is from the cookbook, Old Town Recipes from Township Officials of Illinois. So, okay. This recipe, this is for chicken fried chops. Crockpot recipe. It's from Doug Brenner, Highway Commissioner of Belmont Township. It sounds like I don't know where that's at, but here we go. 1/2 a cup all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons salt, 1 1/2 teaspoon ground mustard, 1/2 teaspoon garlic powder, 6 boneless pork loin chops, 3/4 inch thick. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1 can cream of chicken soup, undiluted, 1/3 cup water. In a shallow bowl, combine flour, salt, mustard, and garlic powder, dredged pork chops. In a skillet, brown the chops on both sides in oil. Place in slow cooker. Combine soup and water. Pour over the chops. Cover and cook on low for 6 to 8 hours or until meat is tender. That's your recipe from chicken fried chops crock-pot recipe. From Doug Brenner, Highway Commissioner, Belmont Township. Okay. Here's another recipe from the North Country Cabin Cooking. Now, this sounds good for like next month for Thanksgiving. But here's the recipe for crock pot, goose, or duck. Our family joke: if the goose is not tender after 6 or 7 hours of cooking, add 1 quart of red wine. Cook 1 hour longer. Discard the goose and drink the juice. But here we go. All right. 1 duck or goose, cut up. 1 teaspoon Morton's seasoning salt. Lowry's seasoning salt, accent. 2 oranges, quartered. 2 apples, quartered. 2 stalks celery, chopped. 2 carrots, chopped. 1 onion, chopped. Put 3 cups water in crock pot. Add Morton's seasoning. Sprinkle Lowry's and/or accent on meat pieces. Put meat in the crock pot. Cook on high for at least 2 hours, longer if game is frozen. Turn to low. Continue cooking for 4 to 5 hours or until done. Discard vegetables. Serve with orange sauce. Here's a recipe. It says, page 203. Let's see. Let's switch over there. Page 203. 1 moment, please. We'll find it. All right, 203. 1 moment. Let me reset. Okay, here's the recipe for orange sauce for a wild goose. Serve over duck or goose. 1 cup orange marmalade. 1/2 cup orange juice. 2 tablespoons freshly grated orange peel. 2 tablespoons of orange-flavored liquor. That's what it says, liquor. Liqueur. Combine all ingredients in a small saucepan. Heat over low heat, stirring until smooth. That's your recipe for orange sauce for a wild game. I think I'll read this recipe again when we do our alternatives to Thanksgiving. Be the weekend, the Friday before Thanksgiving. So, okay, sounds good. Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations who would like to check into the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. All right, let's see. This is the from this cookbook, Crock Pot, the original slow cooker recipe. Okay, let's see. Main dishes. I'm trying to. Let's see what we can find here. Sorry about. Here's the recipe for Chipotle turkey sloppy Joe sliders. 1 pound turkey, Italian sausage casings removed. 1 package, 14 ounces of frozen green and red bell pepper strips with onions, sauce. 1 can or 6 ounces of tomato paste. 1 tablespoon quick cooking tapioca. 1 tablespoon minced canned chipotle peppers and adobo sauce plus 1 tablespoon sauce. 2 teaspoons ground cumin. 1/2 teaspoon dried thyme. 12 corn muffins or rich dinner rolls, split and toasted. 1 brown sausage in medium non-stick skillet over medium-high heat, stirring to break up meat. Drain fat. Transfer to crock pot, slow cooker. 2. Stir in pepper strips with onions, tomato paste, tapioca, chipotle peppers with sauce. cumin, and thyme. Cover. Cook on low 8 to 10 hours. Serve on corn muffins. Make the 12 sliders. There's your recipe for Chipotle Turkey Sloppy Joe sliders. Here's your recipe for kielbasa and cabbage. 2 pounds kielbasa cut into 3/4 inch thick pieces. 2 pounds small red potatoes, half. 1 pound cabbage, shredded. 1 large onion, coarsely chopped. 1/4 cup chicken broth. 4 cloves garlic, minced. 2 teaspoons fennel seeds. 1 teaspoon caraway seeds. 1/4 teaspoon black pepper. Place kielbasa, potatoes, cabbage, onions, broth, garlic, fennel seeds, caraway seeds, and pepper in a crock pot. Slow cooker. Cover. Cook on high 4 to 5 hours, or until potatoes are fork tender and cabbage is crisp tender. Make 6 servings. There's your recipe for kielbasa and cabbage. Okay. Do we have any more stations who would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please call now. Okay, here's a recipe for beans with smoky Canadian bacon. 2 cans, about 14 ounces each, of diced fire roasted tomatoes. 1 can, about 15 ounces, pinto beans, rinsed and drained. 1 package, 8 ounces of Canadian bacon, cut into 1/2 inch cubes. 1/2 cup Texas-style barbecue sauce. 1 small onion, finely chopped. 1/2 teaspoon salt. 1/8 teaspoon red pepper flakes, optional, and black pepper. Now it says that on that Texas barbecue sauce it says look for barbecue sauce with liquid smoke as an ingredient. Okay, that's more like it. Okay, combine tomatoes, beans, Canadian bacon, barbecue sauce, onion, salt, red pepper flakes, if desired, and black pepper in crock pot slow cooker. Cover. Cook on low 5 to 7 hours. Serve in bowls. It makes 4 servings. Here's your recipe for beans with smoky Canadian bacon. Okay, if this doesn't make you hungry, folks, I don't know what will. Do we have any more stations who'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, I'm trying to find some more recipes here.
KC9GCR W9AXD
W9AXD, good evening, Matt. What's going on with you?
Yeah, just wrapped up the football game. I did root for a couple of plays for you for Freeport Jimmy, but unfortunately it didn't work. So Boylan was victorious tonight.
Oh, I kind of expected it. I don't know if we even won a game this year. I couldn't compare. Like I said, I don't pay that much attention hardly anymore like I used to. But that's about it there. So okay, as you know, we're talking about what is your favorite food you like to cook in a crock pot or what have you. Well, when we talked earlier this evening when you were on your way, what is your say again what you cooked on your crock pot there?
Yeah, navy bean and ham soup is my favorite, and I just did it last Sunday, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was Sunday I did it. I think I mentioned you, Jimmy. I like it so much, and I ate so much of it, I almost made myself sick.
Yeah, you did see that. Like I told you, save some for others. That's for sure. Oh, yeah. I've been reading the different recipes from the different cookbooks I have there too.
That's cool, Jimmy. Hey, I'm just kind of in and out here, so I figured I'd just pipe in real quick and say hello to you in the net. And W9AXD will be clear. 73 to everybody.
Sounds good there, Matt. Are you going to be at Jamboree on the Air, Joda, tomorrow?
Yes, I will. I'll be there, and I think I'm going to get there at 7:30, and everybody else is going to get there between 7:30 and 8, and I think we're supposed to be on the air by 9.
Okay, sounds good. Maybe Tony and Madden will be there. Think they might be there?
Madden said he couldn't make it, and Tony will. And actually, I just got a text from him a little while ago. He's very excited about it. So, yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So, yeah, Tony will be there, and Madden couldn't make it.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, I'm gonna let you go so you can concentrate on your driving. So you have a good evening. We'll talk to you down the log. K9GCR, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun then.
K9GCR, W9AXD, clear.
Okay, do we have any more stations like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. Okay, this next recipe is from Taste at Home, all new slow cooker dump and go. So okay, this recipe I'm going to read. This is for barbecue brat. Prep 20 minutes, cook 3 hours. Make 10 servings. In Wisconsin, brats are a food group. Boy, ain't that the truth. We are always looking for new ways to cook them. This recipe is easy and a hit at any tailgate party or cookout. Just get having it to Pierre, Wisconsin. Okay, here's the recipe. 10 uncooked bratwurst links, 1 bottle 12-ounce beer, or 1 1/2 cups 3 to 4 hours, or until cooked through. Place bratwurst on buns. Serve with mustard and, if desired, cooking liquid. Here's your recipe for barbecue brat. Okay, I found one. This is a recipe for pork chili. Prepared 15 minutes, cooked 6 hours. Makes 10 to 12 servings. My husband usually tries to avoid spending time in the kitchen, but he frequently offers to make a big batch of this chili and to serve at his own taste tester. Linda Temple, St. Joseph, Missouri. Okay. Here's the recipe. 2 1/2 pounds boneless pork, cut into 1-inch cubes. 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1 can or 28 ounces diced tomatoes, undrained, 1 can, 16-ounce chili beans, undrained, 1 can, 8-ounce tomato sauce, 1/4 cup salsa, 1/4 cup chopped onion, 1/4 cup chopped green pepper, 1 tablespoon chili powder, 1 teaspoon minced jalapeno pepper, 1/4 teaspoon garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon cayenne powder, 1/4 teaspoon pepper, 1/4 teaspoon salt. In a large skillet over medium-high heat, brown the pork in oil, drain. Place in a 5-foot slow cooker, add the remaining ingredients. Cover and cook on high for 2 hours. Reduce heat to low and cook 4 hours more. Note, wear disposable gloves when cutting hot peppers. The oils can burn skin. Avoid touching your face. Here's your recipe for pork chili. Enjoy. Okay. Any more stations would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Oh, I don't know what happened there. How we end up on digital. Okay. All right. Here's a recipe for sweet and savory ribs. Prepare 10 minutes, cook 8 hours. Makes 8 servings. My husband, Randy, and I love to eat barbecue ribs, but with our very busy schedule, we rarely have time to fire up the grill. So we let the slow cooker do the work. By the time we get home, the ribs are tender and juicy. Candy Bingham, Green River, Wyoming. 1 large onion, chopped, 4-pound boneless country-style pork ribs. 1 bottle, 18 ounces honey barbecue sauce. 1/3 cup maple syrup. 1/4 cup spicy brown mustard. 1/2 teaspoon salt. 1/4 teaspoon pepper. 1 pound dried grated northern beef. 3 smoked ham hocks. 1 large onion chopped. 3 cans. 1/4 14 1/2 ounce each of reduced sodium chicken or beef broth. 2 cups water. 1 tablespoon onion powder. 1 tablespoon garlic powder. 2 teaspoons pepper. Thinly sliced green onion. Optional. Okay, 1. Rinse and sort the beans. Soak according to package directions. 2. Drain and rinse beans, discarding liquid. Transfer beans to 6-quart slow cooker. Just a minute. Hold on here. I'm starting to read the wrong recipe here. But this is actually the recipe for sweet and savory ribs. Alright, here we go. Place onion in a 5-quart slow cooker. Top with ribs. In a small bowl, combine remaining ingredients. Pour over ribs. Cook, covered on low, 8 to 9 hours or until meat is tender. That's your recipe for sweet and savory ribs. Okay, now, this is where I screwed up here. This is a recipe for smoky white beans and ham. Prep 15 minutes, soaking, cook 6 hours. Make 10 servings. I had never made or eaten this dish before meeting my husband here in Kentucky. Now I make it at least once a week. I serve it with homemade sweet corn bread. Delicious. Christine W., Sturgis, Kentucky. 1 pound dried great northern beans. 3 smoked ham hocks. 1 large onion chopped. 3 cans for 14 ounce each of reduced sodium bacon or beef broth. 2 cups water. 1 tablespoon onion powder. 1 tablespoon garlic powder. 2 teaspoons pepper. Thinly sliced green onions. Optional. 1. Rinse. Now this is the right recipe though. 1. Rinse and sort the beans. Soak according to package directions. 2. Drain and rinse beans, discarding liquid. Transfer beans to 6-quart slow cooker. Add ham hocks. Stir in onion broth, water, and seasoning. Cook covered on low 6 to 8 hours or until beans are tender. 3. Remove meat from bowls when cool enough to handle. Cut ham into small pieces and return to the slow cooker. Serve with a slotted spoon. Sprinkle with onions if desired. That's your recipe for smoky white beans and ham. Okay, at this time, are there any more stations like checking the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. All right. Here's a recipe for spicy kielbasa soup. Prepare 15 minutes, cook 8 hours. Makes 5 servings. If you have any of this soup left over, it's delicious reheated because the flavors have had more time to blend. I like to serve bowls of it with rye bread. Carol Custer, Clifton Park, New York. 1/2 pound reduced fat smoked turkey kielbasa sliced. 1 medium onion chopped. 1 medium green pepper chopped. 1 celery rib with leaves thinly sliced. 4 garlic cloves minced. 2 cans with 14 and 1/2 ounce each reduced sodium chicken broth. 1 can or 15 to 1/2 ounces Great Northern beans, rinsed and drained. 1 can or 14 to 1/2 ounce stewed tomatoes cut up. 1 small zucchini sliced. 1 medium carrot shredded. 1 tablespoon dried parsley flakes. 1/4 teaspoon crushed red pepper flakes. 1/4 teaspoon pepper. 1. In a non-stick skillet, cook the kielbasa over medium heat until lightly brown. Add onion, green pepper, and celery. Cook and serve for 3 minutes. Add minced garlic. Cook 1 minute longer. 2. Transfer to a 5-quart slow cooker. Stir in the remaining ingredients. Cover and cook on low for 8 to 9 hours or until vegetables are tender. There's your recipe for spicy kielbasa soup. Okay, do we have any more stations who like checking the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. I'm sure there are probably a lot of people who are not ham radio operators who are probably monitoring this, listening to this on the scanner. Hopefully they're writing all this stuff down. Maybe they'll know what to cook during these cold weather months coming up. Okay. Any more stations that like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Well, folks, I'll tell you what. I think I read enough recipes for tonight. I think we're going to do this again around the time of the holidays. Well, I gotta. Let's see. I've also got a crock pot recipe for holiday recipes, but we'll do that maybe around the Thanksgiving or Christmas holidays. We'll do it that way. I hope you enjoyed all those different recipes I read for you there. So, okay. Do we have any more stations I'd check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. going to give you a rundown about all the other nets we have going on there. In exactly 1.5 hours, 10 o'clock. If you're able to pick up the 443.750 repeater in Chicago with the PL 114.8 plus offset, Night Watch will be getting underway. That net runs 7 nights a week. I don't know how, this being Friday night, I don't know how many check-ins they'll get, but they usually have a good turnout on Friday night, just like we do on this net. So don't forget, tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. on this repeater, we have the Saturday evening rag shoot net. I think it's going to be Larry, the K9KCQ will be net control tomorrow night, but tune in and find out. Last week, if you didn't listen, we were talking about who was our least favorite, our least known president we had in this country. Great net we had last Saturday night. And don't forget the Saturday night fun net, which takes place also at 8 p.m. on the 146.910 repeater in Milwaukee with a PL 127.3 minus offset. You got to check in a certain way, like except A through G, H, Q, and so forth, on so forth. Some of the topics they bring up, I wouldn't even dream of bringing up on this net. Okay, the Greene County Aries Races net meets at 7:30 p.m. Sunday evenings on the 145.110 repeater of Monroe with a PL 1.3.0 minus offset. Scott, K9YI is net control. Although last week it was Brad and KD9GNU who was net control. But it's a combination Aries Races and rag shoot net, so do check out that Greene County Aries net. At 8 p.m. Sunday evenings on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere. That has a PL of 100.0 plus offset. The Big Thunder Amp Radio Club holds its Sunday evening net. Also at 8 p.m., the Whiteside County Aries group holds its Sunday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 146.850 repeater in Sterling. That has a PL of 114.8 minus offset. Shouldn't have any problem getting into that repeater. The antenna is located about 300 feet in the air on the Illinois State Police Group 1 radio tower. Monday evening at 7 p.m. on this repeater, we have the Monday Night Rah-Rah Info net. Larry, K9KCG, and I share the news and net control operator. I ran the net last week, and last Monday, he'll run it this Monday. The Lee County Aries group holds this Monday evening net at 8 p.m. on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon. PL 82.5 minus offset. For the fourth week in a row, I was able to get into that repeater. That's good. Then at 8:30 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb, the PL 100.0 minus offset. The Kishwaukee Amp Radio Club holds this Monday evening net. Tuesday evenings at 7 p.m. on this repeater, we have the Tuesday evening health check and social net with Larry, H9GO, and Robson as your net control operator. We ask everybody how they're doing health-wise, if anybody has any tech traffic or any other traffic that you wish to bring before the net. Also, at 7 p.m. on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville with a PL 123.0 minus offset, the Rock County Public Service net is held. Before I continue, do we have any more stations like checking the Friday Night Fun net? Please call now. Okay, continuing. The Ogle County Hams net, this is a brand new net the guys down in Ogle County started a while back, meets on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon, PL 146.2 plus offset at 8:30 p.m. If there's time, they'll switch over to the 146.595 simplex frequency for a short simplex net. Then 9 o'clock, they'll switch back over to the 147.165 repeater for the Ogle County amateur radio net for Aries Skywarn. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater, PL 114.8 plus offset. We have our weekly Steam to County Aries net. I'm the net control operator. One moment, please. Got my fans running, a little fan sitting above under my TV here at the radio desk. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah. At 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repeater in Boise, PL 123.0 plus offset. Your greater Boyd half radio couple holds its Wednesday evening net. Then at 8 p.m. here in Freeport on the 147.390 repeater with the PL 114.8 plus offset, we have our Wednesday evening swap net. I'm filling in for Mel, K9RFD. He and his wife, Dory, K9JLA, went down to Alabama to see family. They'll be gone for about 2 or 3 weeks. Until then, I'll be at the net control station. And those of you who are interested in the amateur radio news line, we will not be broadcasting those amateur radio news lines. But Mel does that. He does a great job too. So next time Radio Newsline broadcast will be whenever he gets back. Okay. Then Thursday evenings we have the Thursday evening health tech and social net on this repeater. I was, Larry, K9KCT ran the net last night because I was at our Stevens County Repair Association at dinner at the Big O's restaurant, so I wasn't around. I called Larry on the phone. He called me back, and we talked about the net there, about the goings on. So, okay. Also, don't forget, there's a simplex net which is held at 8 p.m. on 146.415 simplex with Chad. W9AXD is net control operator. Well, Dale K9YBG called me on 39 earlier today. He let me know that there were only 2 people checked in, Chad and Dale. So that was about it. Chad is doing the rebroadcasting the rain report. Last week he did a segment about the Radio Shack HCX 202. Since there were only two stations on the air last night, he decided not to do it. So he'll probably do it next Thursday night. Again, that's the simplex net, the Rock County simplex net on the 146.415 simplex frequency with Chad, W9AXD as your net control station. Let's see. Oh yeah, at 7 p.m. on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb, PL 100.0 minus off at the DeKalb County Aries Races net is held. I forgot to mention that net. Oh, just hold on. I forgot to mention another net. I've been neglecting to mention this net for a long time. John, K9DDF told me about this net a long time ago. Let me find it here. Okay. Yeah, we got that one. Oh, we read that one. where did that go to? One moment, please. Okay, here we go. Lunch Punch Net. That means every day, Monday through Friday, from 12 noon to 1 p.m. There's a swap net at 12:30 p.m. on the 145.430 repeater in the DuPage County. That has a PL of 107.2 minus Austin. It's a W9DUP DuPage County repeater, Lunch Punch Net. First time in a long time I mentioned that. Okay. And don't forget on HF, the C9 on that is held every day, Monday through Friday, between the hours of 1400 and 1500 hours Zulu, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time, on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper sideband with Chuck, WD9MED, as your net control operator. All right, now you're all caught up to date in your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. If you're a member of any ham radio club, by all means support your local club. Now, do we have any more stations? I'd like to check the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now. Okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read the amateur's code. 1. The amateur is considerate. He never knowingly uses the air in such a way as to lessen the pleasure of others. 2. The amateur is loyal. He offers his loyalty, encouragement, and support to his fellow radio amateurs, his local club, and to the American Radio Relay League, to which amateur radio is represented. Excuse me. 3. The amateur is progressive. He keeps the station abreast of science. Is well-built and efficient. His operating practice is above reproach. 4. The amateur is friendly, slow and patient sending when requested, friendly advice and counsel to the beginner, kindly assistance, cooperation, and consideration for the interests of others. These are marks of the amateur spirit. 5. And this is very important. The amateur is balanced. Radio is his hobby. He never allows him to interfere with any of his duties he owes, his home, his job, his school, or his community. 6. The amateur is patriotic. His knowledge and his station are always ready for the service of his country and his community. That's the amateur's code. As Tony, K9RFD RAC here in Stevenson County says, some to live by not only on the radio, but throughout life itself. This is the last segment. The amateur is patriotic. Better get your stations ready, folks. Should anything happen, if we get involved in the war with Iran or what have you, better get tuned to your local areas or what have you. They're racy repeaters, so we know what to do in case the unthinkable happens. Okay. Any more stations would like to check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now. Okay, let me tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. Brad, AH2I, and Ricky, WX9RLT. Are in charge of that Facebook page. At one count, we had 154 stations signed up. I don't know how many we have now. So this net is being live streamed on the internet. It's also being recorded for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page. You can listen to this net as soon as Larry K9MED posts it. And you can, well, of course, there was no net last week because Larry was down battling the flu. But you can listen to past editions of Friday Night Fun Net, and hey, it's It's Friday night, every night of the week with the Friday Night Fun Net Facebook page. Listen to the Friday Night Fun Net all day, every day, or all night, every night. Let's say it's 3 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep. So you know what, I'm going to turn on the Friday Night Fun Net and listen to that. If that doesn't put you to sleep, I don't know what will. You'll see pertinent information about the net. You'll see updated pictures of my hand track. You can see a weather report. So if you want to sign up with the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page, contact Brad, AH29, 2I, I should say, or Ricky, WX9RLT, and one of them will get you signed up. Okay, next I want to tell you about the Friday Night Fun Net Central hotline, area code 815-232-FN, 232-3636, the local Freeport number. We had a check-in during the net. If you were listening earlier to that, I was transmitting, the phone rang. It was John, K9DDF in Elgin. Now, when I'm transmitting, when that phone rings, that's a real telephone ring, folks, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. You've seen pictures of it on the Facebook page. Traditional red desktop touchstone telephone. Okay. Okay, do we have any more stations so I check in? Please call now. Well, okay, I'll tell you what, oh boy, this is a sure slow turnout tonight. So far, 17 check-ins so far. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do my honorary check-ins then. N9ARB, Tony. Oh, yes, Dean, K9FLO. HC honorary check-in. AC9JZ. Mike, HC honorary check-in. W9AXD Ricky, HC honorary check-in. AC9 ICH, HC honorary check-in. AC9 GO, Larry and Roxton, HC honorary check-in. AC9 GOL, HC honorary check-in. Okay, W9JTG, HC honorary check-in. Who else? Oh yeah, Kevin. W9KLG, HC honorary check-in. I'm going to do my Stevenson County honorary check-in. Let's see. KD9 LOA, HC honorary check-in. That's Brandon McConnell. KD9 OBJ, HC honorary check-in. John McConnell. He's busy with his EMT training now. Oh yeah, I gotta check in N9WSQ George. our club president, 18 honorary check-in. Thanks to him for the get-together we had last night at the Big O's restaurant there. Okay, do we have any more stations like checking the Friday Night Fun at this time? Please call now. KD9YI, Scott Monroe. I'll put him down as an honorary check-in. Did I forget anybody else? Oh, I believe that's it. Okay, do we have any more stations while checking the Friday Night Fun net, please call now. Okay. K9MED, Eric, HC honorary check. Gotta put him down. I don't know if Chad's going to check it tonight or not, but I'm going to put him down anyway. W9AXD honorary check-in. 36 check-ins overall so far. Any more stations you want to check in, please call now. Does anybody have any questions, comments, input, or any traffic you'd like to bring before the net? Well, okay. Priest, I think I'm going to get ready to close down this net here shortly. I'm going to wait a few more minutes here. But in the meanwhile, do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please call now. KD9YI. Good evening, Scott. What's going on with you? Sounds good. I'm asking the questions tonight, and it's getting to be that time of year, too. What is your favorite food that you like to cook on a crock pot or a slow cooker? Okay, I was reading a lot of recipes from the different cookbooks tonight. We got a lot of hands that they do like to cook a lot of this stuff. Al K9EPC was telling me he likes to cook chili in a crock pot. for sure. My mother always liked to cook in a crock pot. She cooked all day. There were wonderful aromas and smells. When you sat down and eat, it was worth the wait, that's for sure.
Yeah, it used to be quite a thing where, people would just let the tub simmer, they would prepare something in the morning and then they would go to work and then it would be all ready to go by the time you got home.
Yeah, that's for sure, It tastes good too. Okay, Scott, I'm going to let you go. You have a good evening, and we'll have a good weekend. We'll talk to you on this coming Sunday night on the net.
Sounds good, Jim. Take care. 73, KC9GCR. This is KC9YI.
Okay. The guy, well, Scott is a regular checker. I put him down as an honorary checker, but I removed that, so he's okay. Okay, he's at checking number 18 on the station who checked in so far. Okay. This is, one moment, please. This is KC9GCR with the Friday Night Fun Net on the K9RFD Repeater in Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central and Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, you know where your children are at. Lockdown, lockdown. At this moment, Winnebago County Jail in Rockford is going into lockdown. Kerry, K9MED was telling me he listens to the county jail frequencies on the scanner every night at 10 o'clock. Your dispatch radios all the corrections officers. Lockdown. Time to put the jailbirds to bed. Lights out. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Okay, do we have any more stations that I'd check the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, I want to thank Dan, N9DTH, the trustee of this repeater, and the members of the 195 group for allowing me to use this repeater to do the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm gonna run down the list of stations I've checked in so far. Myself, K9GCR, net control. K9KGT, Larry in Rockford, KD9SAG, Dan in Rockford, 89VU, Mike in Janesville, N9SBJ, Scott in Rockford, N9EGF, Kevin in Roscoe, KD9QVB, Brian, and boy, those are my six, oh boy, short time of bonus check-ins.
KD9YBG.
Okay, now I want to thank the K9YBG, K9MED, who's live streaming this net on the internet, recording this net for future replay on the Friday Night Fun Net Central Facebook page, N9OEG, Chris in South Point, K9RGG, Norm in Orville, Wisconsin, K9R, oh boy, did I screw that up or what? I wrote down Norm's call sign twice. G-G-F. K9DDF, John Nelson, checked on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline. KD9MED, Gary and Robert, KD9SSB, Mike and Roscoe. K9EPG, Al and Rochelle, K9MED, Kurt and Roscoe getting ready for a big Joda jamboree on there tomorrow at the Camp Winnebago. If you're not doing anything, go over there. Watch. W9AXD, Matt and Robert going over the football game. Boylan won. Now these are my, okay, let's go with the honorary check-in. K9ARB, N9TAB, 89SF, K9FEO, N9GO, K9FLO, H9JZ, WX9RLT, K9ICH, H9GO, K9GOL, W9JTC, W9KLG, K9LOA, K9OVJ, N9WSQ, K9YI. He wasn't honorary checking, but he checked in, so I put him down as a regular check-in, honorary check-in. N9MCS, and last but certainly not least, Chad, W9HF. Add a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 on-air check-ins. Let's see.
KD9MED.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 honorary check-ins and 1 Friday Night Fun Net hotline check-in, a total of 36 check-ins overall. Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations who want to check in? Please call now.
KD9MED.
Go ahead, Dale.
I'm just letting you know, Night Watch isn't coming in at all. I don't hardly even get a crack out of those guys, so there's nothing there tonight to listen to.
Well, that was the way it was the past couple of nights there, too, so don't worry about stuff happens. I won't even switch over to that repeater then. Thanks, Dale, for telling me.
I can barely hear somebody, and I don't even have any signal strength on them, and if I can't hardly hear them, they're not going to hear me anyway, so we'll say good night, KD9YBG, back to net.
7-3, thanks for checking in, Dale, pass on that information. Okay. Yo, you know what? Oh, boy. N4WGN. Bob, you're in Freeport, mile west of me. Honorary check-in. So, okay. Let's see. Just a minute. Let me count it up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 on-air check-ins. 1 hotline check-in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 on-air check-ins. A grand total of 37 check-ins. This is not the final count yet. I may add another after I close down the net. Okay. Be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, and aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your in-laws, your neighbors, cross street, down street, next door. Be sure you tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure to tell the clerk beyond the checkout counter of your grocery store. Be sure to tell the clerk beyond the counter at your convenience store. Be sure you tell the clerk beyond the, be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, and your bartenders at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the clerk beyond the counter at your post office when you buy your stamps, your envelopes. Be sure you tell your bank cashier at the local bank when you cash your checks or what have you, withdraw some money from your savings account, checkings account. Be sure you tell your stockbroker, your tax man. Be sure you tell your priest, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, and your imams. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO, your used car dealer, your new car dealer, your garage mechanic. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, your divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, of course, your old ladies about the Friday Night Fun Net. Board check-ins and bears and net. Make sure you have valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry, folks, but we do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you sit in the clubhouse, if you clench your fist or you take an E when the national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. You don't back the blue, we don't take your check-ins. Plain and simple as that. Okay. Oh, you know what? For number 38, I got Tegan Brad. E-H-2-I. Brad. He came up with the idea of the Friday Night Fun Net way back in 2008. Record high temperature of Robert, 86 degrees in 1953. Sure wish we had this kind of temperatures today. That's for sure. Okay. 38 check-ins. I think that's going to do it. Okay. Well, I hope you all had a wonderful time tonight with the Friday Night Fun Net. I hope you enjoyed all these recipes about the crock pot, the recipes, and what have you. Those of you who do your cooking in the crock pot, enjoy. I think I'm going to do another segment of crock pot cooking during maybe the holiday season. We'll see what happens with that. And just a minute. You know what? I just remembered something. If I can find it. I forgot to do the radio nut joke. This is a Halloween radio nut joke courtesy from abroad, NE9N, New Glarus, Wisconsin. You know you are a radio nut when you dress up your 5-year-old as Marconi to go trick-or-treating. Here's another one from Steve, W9AXD. I haven't talked to him in a cool day. You know you're a radio nut when every Halloween you dress up as Gordon West. If you have any homemade radio nut jokes for any holiday radio nut jokes or regular radio nut jokes, give me a call here on the radio on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline, area code 815-232-FN, 232-3636. The homemade radio nut jokes are better than the original ones anyway. Yeah, let's see. You know what? That's right. Next Saturday, next Friday, October 27th, we're going to do our special Halloween edition of the Friday Night Fun Net. I'm going to ask everybody what your favorite memories of Halloween are. Are you planning on going out trick-or-treating this year? That's what we'll talk about next Friday night. Okay. Great net tonight, folks. So with that, this is the last call. For any stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, remember we're in the region. Westbound traffic, please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay, tune in again next week, same time, same repeater, for another edition of the Friday Night Fun Net, our annual Halloween edition of the net. Until then, this is Jim, K9GCR, now closing down this Friday, October 20th, 2023 edition of the Friday Night Fun Net, and return the repeater in the frequency normal average radio use. at 10:14 p.m. Central Daylight Time, 3 hours 14 minutes Zulu time, with an unofficial count of 38 seconds. Get those crock pots that are ready to cook, people. Hopefully anybody who was listening on the scanner who's not a ham radio operator, copy those recipes down. This K9GCR wish you all a very pleasant good night. 7-3s. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you down the line. This is K9GCR. K9MED, K9MED, K9GCR.
KD9MED.
Go ahead and post it, Mike. We had 2 hours, 13 minutes. That was an unofficial count of 38 seconds.
All right, Jimmy, we'll get it posted. It's KD9MED. Clear on your final.
Okay, 7-3s. Welcome back. Thanks for all you do. Glad you recovered from your flu. Have a good week and a good week. We'll talk to you next week.